We are back today in the little village of Shawnee. Shawnee is a unique little town. It was a coal mine town, and it is closely connected with the 1884 Hocking Valley miners' strike and the coal mine fire disaster. I will have some pictures of different historical plaques here, and I will add them to the video. But basically in 1884, I'd said in my previous video that the miners had terrible working conditions, and so they were fighting against the coal mine company, and they were trying to get better working conditions and better pay. And so they went on strike, and because they went on strike, the coal mine company brought in scab coal mine workers. They brought in immigrants from Italy and Ireland and Scotland, different places that whoever they could get to come in. And they quickly learned what was going on, those immigrants did, and they basically joined forces with the miners. So they finally resorted to bringing in black miners out of North Carolina. And the story goes, that was told to me by Mr. Hanna that owns this furniture and hardware store, was that the black miners was down in the coal mine and they were digging coal, and the striking miners got an ore cart and filled it full of broken timbers and lit it on fire and shoved it down in the coal mine while the black miners was in the mine. And that whole crew of black miners perished in that coal mine. That is not something that is told. It has been kind of a well-guarded secret in this little community for more than 100 years. Actually going on 150 years. So for the last century and a half, they basically kept that secret and didn't tell what happened there. There is some dispute whether the miners actually did it or whether it was done by somebody else trying to make it look like the miners had did it in order to get the miners in trouble. We will never know that, but it is a piece of history that's worth remembering. Just like in my other video about New Straitsville and the Robinson's Cave, Knights of Labor had a presence here as well, and this sign is commemorating the Knights of Labor Opera House, which is right across the road right here. And this is the Knights of Labor Opera House, big old building. And I'll put some pictures of it on here. We're in Shawnee, Ohio now. This is only 2 miles north of, about 2.5 miles north of New Straitsville. You see the old balconies. This is, this town, the whole town was put on the National Register of Historic Places back in 1976. Had a lot to do with the history here that is associated as well with the United Mine Workers and the labor movement that began in this little town and New Straitsville in this area and spread nationwide from here and other places. But from this place and from this area, there was a lot of union organizing, and the labor movement flourished in this area, mainly because of the oppression that was put upon the workers in the coal mines. And as you can see, these old balconies and things, that it looks like almost like an old West Coast town in some ways. And so it's a pretty cool place. And over there is another familiar face. She got her sunglasses on. She thinks she's a movie star. But we're just going to take a little tour of the town. One of the only businesses left on Main Street.